So what's your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness is, I believe, that I find it really hard sometimes to say no to people. So what happens is people will ask me to do jobs and I'll be like, yes, no problem, I'll do that, leave it with me. And I end up taking on too much sometimes in addition to my usual work, and I sometimes in the past have felt a little bit overwhelmed. So what I need to do is to learn to say no when appropriate. Of course, I will take on as much work as possible, but I need to learn to say no when the time is right. Having said that, one of my strengths is that if you find anything about me that you think I need to improve upon, tell me and I'll go away and do it.
You could see there that I gave a really strong response to that interview question, what is your greatest weakness? Let me just recap the answer that I gave, and I will then give you another example answer to the what is your greatest weakness interview question. So I said, my greatest weakness is that I sometimes find it hard to say no to people. In the past, this has resulted in me feeling slightly overwhelmed at times simply because I have taken on too much work in addition to my own tasks and projects. I need to learn to say no when appropriate, but of course you have my word that I will take on as much work as possible in this role. Now, one of my strengths is that I am always open to improving and developing. So if you want me to change anything about the way that I work, just tell me and I will go away and sort it out. So that's a really good answer that will do you no harm during your job interview. When you are answering that tough interview question, what is your greatest weakness? Let me now give you another example answer to that question, what is your greatest weakness? And then you can decide which one you want to use during your job interview. Here we go. What is your greatest weakness? My greatest weakness is that I lack any type of leadership experience. I have yet to experience situations where I need to take the lead. And whilst I feel I have the potential to do so, I need to gain experience in this area because I feel it will make me a much more rounded employee. Now, of course, if I am successful today at the interview and I get to work in this role, I would very much like to learn from other people how to demonstrate leadership in different types of challenging situations. So that is another really good answer. It will do you no harm when responding to that question, what is your greatest weakness? And both of the responses show that you have the ability to identify the weak areas that you have and how you need to develop them. So the next thing I want you to do is click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video and take a look at this video on YouTube. It's called Interview Questions and Answers. I go through a mock interview where I answer a large portion of the most common types of questions asked during all job interviews. Make sure you check that out. It will help you to pass your interview. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and please do hit the like button. And I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Thank you very much.